you talk, the way you smile, you got me. I like the way you grind on me, that's why I love you, baby. Putting up resistance, but I'm gonna work it out. I swear to God, without a doubt, baby, I know. I never know, I find out. Love so true.
Yes, people. UVC Radio. Yes, we're listen up, listen up. This is the moment right now where we're definitely going to introduce the one and only Isha Blender. What's going on, sister? How you doing?
Blessings, how are you doing? And to everyone listening, blessings to you too. Thank you for
Blessings to
having
you,
me.
Aisha. Blessings, blessings. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
All right.
Are
You know,
you the only one seeing me, by the way, or everybody else is seeing me too?
well, we'll have on Facebook
Are
as
you
well.
live on Facebook? So they seeing me.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have on
Hi,
Facebook as
Facebook.
well.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
allergy. My allergy's kicking my butt tonight.
Oh, all right. You sound like you're speaking the Queen's language now, don't you?
Oh,
Just kidding. But you know what, people? This don't really happen too often. You know what I'm saying? When you get a whole musical family, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing when you get the opportunity and you work with them. You know, last week, Friday, we had the great man himself, the great
oh,
Everton Blender up in the building. And tonight, you know what? We have his daughter. And definitely, it's a pleasure having you.
thank you for
Aisha,
having
let's get
me.
in.
And
Let's get
thanks
into
to
this
everyone
interview
tuning
right
in
now. For
too. God
those
bless up
out there
everyone
who
that's
don't
here.
know who you are, who is Aisha Blender? Where were you born?
So, I think you introduced me already as that. For those who never heard that, I'm the daughter of the legendary Everton Blender, the eldest one. A fun person, a lover of music, artsy, down to earth. Just a jovial individual. But don't just look at me and say, "Oh, she's the daughter of." I'd like for you to give me the space and say, "Oh, she's the
Yeah,
seed of."
Aisha Blender, real thing.
Everything, the daughter up, the seed up. So expect me to be myself,
Yes,
yeah, in
hmm
my own right, but know that I'm the seed and I
appreciate that.
won't go too far from that. But just
But you
yeah,
know, I'll tell you this, Aisha, because you know, unfortunately, and I think me myself, some of us are really guilty of it.
yes,
Especially artists,
yeah,
children, and sometime, you know, a lot of time, yes, maybe your dad or your mom may probably be one of the biggest thing in life and stuff like that. And then when you get to the kids,
yes,
the first thing first when you try to label it, oh, the daughter of John Doe or Jane Doe. You know, sometime
yeah,
what it does, it actually sometimes could kill the pathway of that individual. You got to give that individual the chance. Yes, there's no question mark about it. You know, he came from a great
yes,
background, from great people,
uh-huh,
but that particular individual need to set their career path on their own and make something
yes,
of themselves and
yes.
don't walk in
And
the
and that's
shadow
why I
of their parents.
emphasize on the part that says I'm the seed of, you know, and because when you say the daughter of, they expect you to emulate everything that
Oh
daddy,
yeah, yeah.
oh, and
And
then
and it could be a
nitpick
pressurized
and
situation
they
too.
did it, and it's like, no, no, I am the daughter of, the seed of, so therefore I'm an individual in my own right.
Correct is right, sister.
Yes.
Yes, because you know, I'm gonna get to that in a little bit as well too. But yes, so tell us your background. Where were you born?
I was born in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. A lot of people say Kingston, but originally I'm from the countryside, southeastern, which is Clarendon. Siblings of Lord, big, you know what? Big family, whole heap of brother and sister.
So
Yeah,
Everton, you put
so
your business over there,
uh,
right?
yeah, yeah. So that's Jamaican
You don't want to call
background,
you don't
but
want to call the numbers.
currently, yeah, brothers and sisters, but
Right,
currently
right.
reside in Florida, and
Mhm.
yeah, just doing music, reggae, a little bit of dancehall, R&B, like jazz it up, man. Hear them say blender, but we're not mix up, blending to the ultimate values of life, teaching, edifying,
Got
and
you,
music.
got you. So, um, last week I had the great man here last week with me, and we had a great insight of the background
Yeah.
and stuff like that. His humble beginning. So I'm gonna get to you, as you said, the seed of the great man. You're growing
Yes.
up,
Yes.
with the number of siblings, etc. Um,
Yes.
Certainly you did not born with a gold spoon.
No.
It, yeah, you did not born with a gold spoon. So take us back. You as the eldest daughter, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure you probably you have to play the big sister role, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Funny enough, so even though I'm the bigger sister, I think they all treat me as if I'm the younger sister.
Oh, there, talk to us about that, Aisha.
When I was much younger than younger, but older, but now that everybody got up into age, they all think that they're older than I am. Yeah.
Mm.
But how they come about that, and I'm like, how we, you know, it wasn't, I'm gonna tell you how it is for me. We know that our dad's an entertainer. But in the household, he never grows up to say, "Oh, I'm a superstar," whatever. A man is just a man, and he's here with a message. So we just see him as daddy. This humble Rasta man, like what you see is what you get. And that's one thing I admire most about my daddy. Like what you see is what you get. There's no facade. He's not every time on stage and then somebody else at home that's the same person, very humble, sweet, and he sing a song called Family Man. That's it, the most loving, kindest, sweetest human being ever. you know but when I
Mm.
got to travel with my dad for the first time, we went on tour. I never forget that. I was 17. It wasn't during the summer break of my last year in high school. And when I went on tour with him and I came back, I'm like, oh my goodness, like they don't see daddy as daddy. And I think we in the house, like it's like a culture shock, like you're going somewhere else and it's like, are we treating him the way he's supposed to be treated? Like I feel like we don't
Right,
appreciate
right,
we don't supposed to
right.
appreciate because it's like, hey, we just see him as daddy. You're not just a regular man, but like people don't see him the way we see him. But
Uh,
that's just it though,
uh,
we do everything together as a family, everybody under one roof, the same mother, same father and all that, but everything we're close knit. Like when you see my
that is
stage show,
beautiful,
it's not
man.
the entourage of a bag of man or whatever. You understand everybody you see around. The wife, the
Yes,
children,
yes.
the grandchildren, and everybody. That's just it. So that's it for us.
That is beautiful. So okay,
It's not, them a look for the civil. No, it's just everything is just like the regular household.
that is
That's it.
beautiful. But let's hear about Aisha Blender personally. For you, when you're
Yes.
growing up, you said your siblings treat you like the baby. Okay, they treat you like the baby when you are home. You were pampered, you were pet up. But when you are there,
Oh no,
what kind of
pamper, not
person Aisha
because I said they
Blender
treat me
was?
like a baby. I feel like them get pampering. No pampering. They just think they're older than I am. If you get my
Okay.
drift. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So what kind of girl out there were you? Were you somebody who were involved in sports? Are you like
Yes.
what like a
Yes.
bookworm?
But I was involved in sports, but I couldn't play no girl sports. I tried out for netball, but Lord, that wasn't my niche. So I played football. And I
You
was
play football.
really good at
All
it.
right.
Yes, I was really good at it. To the point where I think I got my dad know a guy from England. He came to Jamaica and he saw me play and then he says, I could have her playing for the clubs because they have clubs in the UK or whatnot, because he was like a major, one of those persons. And he said, she'd be really good. And my dad wasn't having it for nothing. Because he said, you know what? I'm not going to have it in my household. I'm dead serious. Like he said,
Well,
said, I
yeah, that's
don't want when I introduce you to my friend, them see a check, so that was your son and not your daughter. I
that is
had,
truly amazing.
I had,
All
I
right.
had,
So
I had
all right.
somewhat a strong build to the point when in school I was walking, the guys would say when I was walking by, like the guys who play soccer, they would like shake and say, "Oh, thunder coming." I find it very
They,
insulting.
they call, they call
And I
you
say,
Thunder.
yeah, thunder.
Eh.
But
All right.
now as I got older, and the more I got older, and I remember once, because we and Jackie and everybody, we went to, Naya Bingia called it church. And
Yeah, got
and I forgot outside the church I wear a shorts. And he said, tell your daughter to not wear no more shorts around the blend. And he said, Tina Turner. So me in my head, I'm like, Tina tough and masculine, like, you know?
you.
And then my nickname was Tuffy. Don't tell nobody. And he said, if anyone want to see me and call me Tuffy, you know, no, I like it. And
Oh,
so
you did
they
not like the
said
nickname,
Tuffy.
Tuffy.
I never liked it, but now as I get older, and I said, ooh, women who are considered that way are, it's the build. But back then, I thought it was like they're telling me that, me too tough or me too masculine. But no, as I got older, I
Mm.
understand. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Got you. All right.
yeah.
So, yeah, we're trying to focus more on you and not the status that you raise up under. But, I will reckon
Mm-hmm.
you being who you are and being the daughter of this great man, a lot of people, a lot of kids possibly want to befriend you and stuff like that going to school, right? Is it like you have some additional pressure because you come from a
Uh-huh.
household of a great status, so it is
But
very very
that's a
difficult for
good
you to go
question.
out there and
And
slip up. Go
yeah,
on.
so you're always under scrutiny, but for the most part, nobody knew. I am not that the vocal point. I don't know if I don't know, I
Great.
don't know. People on here who know me from school days or whatnot. I remember going to throughout primary school, and people don't know because I'm not the type to say, and
All right,
I
so that's
wouldn't,
beautiful.
dad would come and pick me up. That's not who I am. And up until this day, I will go around and I'm the type to chill in the cut and just be observant, listening, and just stuff like that. So I remember it was in high school. I think my fourth, fourth form in high school. Was it fourth or third form? Third or fourth form. And that's when I forgot who it was, found out it was my dad and tell everybody and they say, you are wicked.
Mm.
Was that Spanish? Yeah. Those who know, because I want three of us from my community who know, but they weren't allowed to tell nobody. Because I just want people to love me for me, this jovial girl. Like, no, I don't want the fringe benefits. So it was, we got in Spanish class and we got an assignment to do that.
Mm.
And you pick in a box, those little buckets, you take out the paper, you read what's on it. But my one was to write a song about the hero, national
Right.
hero, history class. I said, Lord God, but if we write this song, me not figure sing it too. So I
Right.
write it and I try Dave to sing the song. Dave said, no, yeah, go sing it in the Ras. That was one of my nicknames. I said, Lord
All right.
God.
So before we proceed to that, all right. Let's we still within your childhood. Okay.
Yeah.
So at one point in your life, Aisha, you feel
Yes.
music call you, music chose you. At what point in your life?
Huh. 11.
At the tender age of 11, you
11.
actually
Because I recorded my first song at 11. I don't know. I don't send you that one. You'd have to do a research on that one.
all right. I'm gonna see
I
if we can get
recorded
it.
my
Wow,
first song at age
that is truly
11 and it's
amazing.
called Bad Boy on my dad's Blendem label. Yeah. And a rhythm called Canta. Bad Boy, that's my first song I recorded at 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
So been in the spotlight from a child.
Yes. I was always good at writing poems. And like I said, always sit chilling in the cut. So I guess they had the Blend Them crew at that time. And there was an artist, I think, singing brilliant that my brother was grooming to bring to the studio. But he couldn't get that song the day. And my brother was like, I said, no, man, do it. But everybody there on there. So I'm, listening to the beat and underneath the step and just listen. And I came up with that song. Bam, boom, bad boy. And my brother said, come here, come here, come here. And he said, you are go studio. And that was it. 11 years old.
Wow, that is truly amazing.
Yeah.
But Aisha, prior to you
Yeah.
going into the studio and doing your first recording, I'm sure there's someone out there you actually look up to. Who was that artist and why?
My dad, first and foremost, I think he has a unique voice. And then for a lot of people don't know, Garnet Silk is my godfather or was my godfather because he's now
Oh,
deceased. So
beautiful!
was
Wow.
my godfather. So Garnet Silk, my dad, Rashilo during those time. I love
Yeah,
Marcia
man, big
Griffiths.
names.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah, Marcia Griffiths and Eddie Fitzroy was one of my favorite artists growing up. He had a song called The Gone. Yeah, The Gone. I don't know. The Gone. Yeah. And that was my favorite song. Come on. This lady called Cynthia Slash. Oh my God. JC Ladd. But when the more I grew up, like Lauren Hill, Erica Badu, Jill
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Scott,
yeah. Wow.
Indiana Harry, Music Soul Child. Yes.
So yeah, that's quite a broad spectrum there. So
Uh,
so yes, I mean all of these people. Literally, you look up to all of these people. You gain a lot of inspiration for who you are
yes.
today. Correct?
Yes. And Tanya Stevenson. Like,
Oh
oh,
yes.
yes,
You know,
the Queen of Pen.
I can see you got some of little Tanya Steven. I must say that to you.
The
Listening to your
Queen of
music today,
Pen.
some of the
Yes.
lyrical content that you have is so much like Tanya
Yeah,
Stevens.
love her. Oh, thank you. I've never been compared to her.
No, I'm
Yeah,
telling you
but
that
that
I've
woman,
listened. I've read some information that you send to us, and a lot of the information, some of the information that you post, this whole abuse, sexual stuff. You know, Tanya Steven talk a lot about these things and stuff like that. And I
yeah,
listen to the
yeah, yeah,
lyrical
yeah,
content.
yeah.
So wow, this is some Tanya
Yeah.
Steven right here. All right, so take us when you went into the studio or when you went out there on a stage performance, whether in your high school or at the Rastafarian church or wherever it is, and when you had that microphone in your hands and you start to sing. What is that moment like for you as an 11-year-old?
Lord. So my first experience as a 11-year-old on stage, I went live, so nobody don't know because I'm black, but I think
Yeah, go on.
So my first attempt on stage, I forgot my lyrics. I forgot the lyrics. My dad was supposed to do something and he couldn't show up. So I went and I was supposed to sing Lift Up Head and I stand there, believe you me. And I was so nervous. I saw everybody. I forgot the lyrics of the song. And it was Elise Kelly who came up and she said, and then she started to sing the song and I said, ah, yeah, I remember it. Then I started vibe. I was
Wow.
so nervous. I was so nervous. I forgot the words, like literally. My knees were shaking. But up to this day, I have like butterfly. But once I go on there, I go on the stage and I start to sing, I'm in a different world. And that's when I'm my happiest, because music is therapeutic for me.
Oh
That's
yes, definitely it
how
is.
it's,
Definitely.
yeah,
Wow.
it's therapeutic for me. I sing about whatever I'm going through. And if I don't tell anybody, pen and paper, boom, that's it.
So when you write song, who do you, Aisha, blender, write? What is the meds? What do you think of? And who do you write song to when you write song? Is it a situation, what is going on around you, or
I tell my story.
personal
I tell
experience?
Oh, I tell my story, I tell my life. Like I said, it's therapeutic. Like some people go to shrink or, and tell somebody and say, and help, people to help them get through everything. So how I deal with it, I let it go. That's a birdie instead of holding on to it and crying. And once I write it and I let it go, it's like, ooh, fly little birdie. And that's how I deal with everything. So I talk about it in a song and in doing so, hoping that because there's always somebody else going through what you're going through. You understand? So it's not like, some people say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like my topics are boundless. So I'm going to tell my truth and, being the voice of those women who don't have a voice or the voice of the voiceless. Things that people are somewhat ashamed to talk about. Me, I got to talk about it.
We definitely going to get to that shortly as well too. Walk us through your transition, immigrating from Jamaica to the United States, and what that transition was like for you.
Uh, I wouldn't say I wouldn't call it a great transition to be honest with you because Florida is like Jamaica to me. If it was in New York or somewhere else, you could say But to me, I'm just home away from home. Like I always tell anybody, I'm not moving anywhere else because worst case scenario, I could swim back home, hypothetically speaking.
I'm not too sure about that. You can swim, but yeah, it's a stone throw away.
That is at the dog park, like me not too far from home, so.
Yes,
That's how I
yes,
look
yes.
at it. So it wasn't, it's the tropics, it's humid, it might get way hotter than Jamaica, but nah, almost the same to me,
All
if you
right,
ask
right.
me.
So, so tell us, Aisha Blender, where are some of the places in the world you went and you perform, and what is that feeling like? Where are some of the countries that really stand out to you?
Um, Europe, um, got good reception in Poland, Germany, France, and Europe. Good reception in Europe. Yep, California, the Caribbean, like almost everywhere in the Caribbean. I've never gone to Haiti. I've gone to Haiti on a cruise, but not to perform. But Trinidad, I performed there. Barbados, Nevis, St. Kitts. Um, I don't think I've never performed in Cayman. Never. Nevis,
Right.
Tartola.
So when Aisha Blender, when you go out there and the crowd screaming your name, people want more of you and stuff like that. Walk us through those unbelievable moments in your life.
Me
The
can say, I'm
excitement rather.
super grateful. It's exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think one of my most nerve-wracking moment was I think it was in Europe. I think it's Rotterdam or something festival I went, and then so Glenn Washington was
Rotterdam, I think that's
performing,
in the
and
Netherlands.
yeah, Glenn Washington was performing when I got there. Me and my dad. So it would be Glenn Washington, and after he came off, they said you're going on first, then your dad, and then Anthony B. I said, hell no. How do y'all expect me to go on after Glenn Washington? You know what? I think Daddy should go up, and when Daddy go up, him call me and say, "Here is my daughter." No, seriously, how dare you tell me?
What is
I'm
it you're
like,
afraid
what?
of? The
What?
trail. I mean, coming out of a great man like Glenn Washington, do you feel intimidated?
Talk truth
Like it
now, no.
wasn't good enough or
Talk truth in
something?
a Babylon. And then they see the people that me, and I'm like, then who don't expect me to go on after Glenn Washington? No, man, I think this is a better idea. Daddy, you go up, you call me in a your set, because I think it's better that way, Then, yeah, then now I got 200 from that time. And him say, you got
What
this.
did he
Go on
say
up
to
there.
you?
Aisha Blender, your name and Anthony B. rub me on the shoulder. I say, you got this, Nina. I say, all right, then I'm going to go. But I'm going up there and nervous wreck. I'm not lying to you. No, I'm not. I'm go and I'm like, Lord.
Wow,
I say, you know
wow.
what? Whatever happens, at them fault, because of them put me on after Glenn. I tell you this, But I went up there
so,
and I
so
hold my horn, and I was surprised. The reception I got, I was really blown away. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
you are
I held my own.
intimidated.
I held my own surprise. Like God was on my side that day.
All right, that is awesome. So I should walk us through. Um,
Yeah,
you actually sent us some info as well to some of the stuff that you're involved in as an advocate.
yeah.
Um, you're an advocate in terms of domestic
Domestic
violence.
violence, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And also, from what I've seen, you also were a victim of domestic violence, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, all right. So we're not going to get too in depth of your personal life and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that, or anything of such, but just give us briefly um, some of the movement that you're part of currently, apart from the music.
So for domestic violence and just to help people to be aware of abuse. It could be verbal, it could be physical, emotional. And one might say, he if he doesn't put his hand on you or she doesn't put his hand on you, that's nothing. But did you know
Mm.
that emotional abuse is just as bad as hitting someone? Sometimes it's better you hit them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and verbal
Yeah.
abuse, So those are that's one we're actually on working with a project right now with our rapper called T Honey, a song called
Right.
Safe Waters, and we're supposed to do a tour on that coming up too, and talking at different conference, as it relates to domestic violence. A song called Be Free will be the tour. So look out for that one as well. And it's T Honey and Aisha Blender, Safe Waters on all platforms. Also,
Mm-hmm.
infant, the loss of, mothers and fathers. Because when we talk about domestic violence, it's not just women who go through stuff like that.
That's what it's just about to ask you.
Men go through it. And, it's vice versa. So we don't want it to sound like, okay, I'm sexist. No, men do go through stuff like this.
But Aisha Blender, but listen, as you rightly said, men actually do go through domestic violence and those kind of stuff, right? But the funny thing, from what I've
Hmm.
seen and understand, especially with men, one say men just don't like to talk. When men going through situation, they just like to
That's
keep it
it.
in.
Because they feel like they're supposed to be macho. A man don't cry because that's the society that we grew up in. Where you see you're supposed to mask your feelings, and girls are, if you cry, you're a hissy foot or you're a female. But isn't it the same blood that run through my vein, run through yours?
Absolutely, but and I know,
Okay.
Aisha. I
Don't
mean,
you have feelings too?
yeah, we all do. If a man do cry, intent as you say, it's like you must mask your feelings.
Yeah,
Society look at you, boy, you're a sissy. If you only cry,
yeah,
it's like, so 9 times out of 10, right? There's a lot of
yeah,
men out there as well, and men go through those same thing. If it's not
yes,
physical, they go through
uh-huh,
something called manipulative verbal abuse as well.
yes,
Because some,
verbal,
yeah, some women as well too. um, they manipulate the partner, and if the partner don't
yes,
yield to what they want, they threaten them with a breakup, or
yes.
they have the worst thing to call him in the
Breakup is
book.
the least, because some people would say, okay, then if you leave, it's not the worst thing. But then it's what comes after that, things that you supposedly know, that you understand me, that you're trying to use against an individual or whatnot. It's not right. Belittling too. Like, how
Absolutely.
about a perfect scenario where you have a child that was, grew up in a home where he was abused by siblings, by mother or whatnot, then come up and you're looking for solitude, in a woman, because sometimes we search for it outside ourselves when it's really inside. You understand me? All you have to do is to just dig deep, love yourself. That's where everything starts from. Then once you feel complete, because if you love yourself enough, you won't feel like you need love from the outside. You understand me? Nothing that one does, it won't affect you. So that's what we have to learn to heal ourselves. But then again, it's easier said than done because it starts from
Yes,
in the
yes, yes. Both for
home.
women and men. Yeah, it's true. It's
It
absolutely
starts
true.
from in the home, and then say, oh, all my life my mom talks down to me, or my dad, or my sister, or whatever. So when she get a man or him get a woman, and she say, you're this, you're that, you're that, it's love, because that's how my mother used to talk to me.
But one of the things, Aisha Blender, is not only relationship with, or let's put it this way, spousal abuse, a man abusing a
Yeah.
woman or a woman abusing a man.
Friendship too,
Yes,
in the
you got
job.
friendship abuse, job abuse, you got
Yeah,
parental abuse, and
yeah.
such thing as well. So
Siblings, everything. So it goes hand in hand.
so for you as an advocate, being a part of this whole abuse movement, I'm sure you have seen some of the worst of the worst. Okay,
Tell me
how
about
does
it.
one really strengthen themselves emotionally, mentally, both male and female? Um, um, Spousal abuse and also parental abuse. How do one overcome those barriers in life?
And like I said, in all things that you do, you have to just put God first, and that's the most high, whatever you choose to call him. God, some say Jesus, some say Selassie, Jah, you name it, but you put God, let him be the forefront of your life, and you pray. Like, there's so much coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. God, that's all I can tell you. God.
Right, right,
So
right.
that's
You know
what
what? You know
I
what, Isha?
use, and learn to love yourself, because learn love yourself.
that is important,
As
Aisha,
simple
because
as this thing, a lot of people struggle with, and I'm gonna tell this for those who hear, because you never know what might be going through, and you feel less of yourself. You feel like you're not pretty enough or whatnot. Everything is here. Everything is here and here. So guess what? When you
mm,
wake up in the morning, whatever mirror you see, if you don't even have one in your house, look in that mirror and look at yourself. And you say, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I love you. Give yourself that hug the way I look for somebody hug you. Give yourself that hug. And you'll see how it feels like. You'll see how it feels. Just try it.
Right. Yeah,
Hug yourself. I love
that's
you
powerful,
so
man.
much. Start with you, and it
Yeah,
makes a whole lot of difference.
yeah, that. So, what would you say, especially to the young women out there? You know,
Love yourself.
since we're talking about abuse and stuff like that, what would you say to those young women out there who are basically look for men to validate them? You know, it's like from one relationship to another, no matter what. You know, they will be in a relationship for 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, or whatever it is. But no
Can't
matter
be by
what,
themselves.
just cannot hold a
Love
relationship down. The relationship
yourself.
always falling apart.
Love yourself because, and it's gonna keep falling apart. And I was once there too, so I'm not judging anyone. I was
All right, go on,
married
sister. Let us
for
hear
a
it.
long time,
Hmm.
and I was married for a long time, then I got divorced. And then in the whole process of it, I thought that when I was going through my divorce, like, Jesus Christ, how am I gonna do this? And I thought, after I got over it, that was the greatest lesson I ever learned in all my life. And that's why I'm emphasizing it, self-love. And once you get to that place of loving yourself, know your worth. You don't need nobody to complete you. Once you wake up and you have life, that is the greatest gift one could ever have. Plan no funeral. You understand you might not be in the house that you want. You might not be where you want to be, but a simple method my dad teach me every time you're about to complain, Lord, I need this. Remember, you're in a house, you might not own your house. There's somebody wishing they had a roof over their head. Lord, I
Yeah.
want a car. There's a man wishing, and he's on a bicycle, wishing he had a car. Lord, me tired to ride a bicycle. A man where ha walk on him foot, wish him have a bicycle. Man, me tired to walk on my 2 foot. A man don't have a
True, true,
foot.
true.
Wish him have 2 foot to walk.
True, true, true.
You
So for
understand
you,
me? So
Aisha.
every time you wish for something, just love yourself, baby.
So for
Girl,
you,
and you have
Aisha,
man who struggle, love yourself. Believe in
for you,
yourself too.
so for you, Aisha, as an ex-wife and stuff like that,
Yes.
it's obvious I mean, you had the experience being a wife. I don't know if you're a mom, but what
Yes.
does family really mean? Yes, we all know you brought your parents together, you raise up with
Still
siblings and stuff.
is.
Yeah, but
42 years.
what does a family mean to you?
It's everything.
Mm,
Everything. As simple as that. Everything.
wow, wow,
Everything. When friends
powerful.
forsake you, and it doesn't matter how, because you have family, in every family you have disagreement or whatnot.
Right,
But when
right.
everyone else fail you, at the end of the day, you don't talk to your brother or your sister, but I can guarantee you, he will never see you walking down the street and somebody beat you. As much as him not chat to you, I'm gonna come to your rescue.
Aisha, you know what? Let us get into a piece of song right now. We're gonna get into this right now. Youth of today,
Yeah.
boy, I tell you. You see the youth of today, boy, may God help us. Yeah, let's get into this right now.
Yeah.
You see the youths them, flankers, Spanish town,
Yeah, people, Aisha Blender.
Bato, making up play them. Youths, and listen. Youths them are to dead, them now play. They drive by shooting, said them a big get away. Youths them are to dead, them now ram. Man I give you gunshot,
Yeah.
your body cramp, so me tell them.
So me tell them, cool.
Man from TG, I miss it.
Boop, 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 boop. I tell you, people, this is the vibes on the Friday Night Vibes. This is the eve of the weekend, King Rocco AG alongside Reggae Dancehall Artist, Aisha Blender. We want to encourage you guys on Facebook. Please,
Wanna
please share the Facebook live feed. Streaming live on the UVC Radio on Facebook. Go check it out. Check us out, people. UVC Radio streaming live on the World Wide Web. www.unitedvisionconnect.org/radio. What is a big shout out to all of our listeners down there in Kingston, Jamaica, St. Vincent, Antigua, Toronto, Canada, Riverside, California, New Jersey, Miami, what's up, Orlando, Florida, UK, Accra, Ghana, big up all of our African people, all our European people, yeah? Trinidad and Tobago, Georgia and Guyana, locked in.
them a get to you dead. And him first fire. Looking at yourself and see if Babylon no liar. Same Sankey them a sing full time it expire. Come now get to you, just lift your head. Yo, remember the security guard up a super plus. No food him can buy, no more him
No
can
more
trust.
him can trust you, the past over him body.
Ashes to ashes, me said dust to dust. Use them out to death, them
Back to
now.
dead, them don't play.
Them a forget the way. Use them out to death, them now run. Man I give you gunshot all and make your body crack. Them say when them asleep, them gun them Bangkok. And when them wake up, them a go take it off. But the amount of body, them send on a dove cat. Them gun no got no safety, them gun no got no latch. Them gun no record, we come here, come scratch. Gun no play tic-tac-toe, gun no play hopscotch. Lightning and thunder when Jaja say why. Use them out to death.
I should blend the people.
By shooting, said them a forget away.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We need a prayer for the nation, especially our young people.
Oh,
Yes, Isha Blender, tell us about this song. What was the meds behind this song?
the
It's
meds.
true.
You know about Clarendon? Have you ever heard the story that's the Clarendon, the only Dan parish?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah, so that's where I'm from originally. And so kind of rural for the most part. Maypen and no playpen. I'm sure you're familiar around that. So you know
That's
the
all.
stories you
Me
hear.
penny no
Yeah.
playpen. Tell you this.
All right. So that's where the inspiration comes from for that. Originally, when the song was written, it's more graphic and like a lot of
Uh-huh.
truths in it and names and whatnot. My father said, nah, go work. it, it not gonna work. And it was him and Bobby Digital too, because I recorded her him say, it not gonna work. You gotta take out all of them name there, and you gotta keep the youths them out today. No put nobody name there so, and check out the name there so, and that the name there so, because they say, okay, me I tell if the man they hear him name, everybody run out the part they rate you. Then you gotta hear it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? And it was him and Bobby Digital at the time, and I said, you know what? They're smart because you don't want to be labeled as this person and that, but I'm just gathering information and talking about the facts,
So
what go on. And up
after
to
your
this
dad,
day, it's still
walk.
relevant because you see what go on, don't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So after your father walk you through that process, but that intelligent move, and your music being out there, do you think the current lyrical content of this particular song, the trend is getting
Yeah.
out there right now? If your father didn't advise you with all the name inside of the song, do you think you probably would have get a bigger hit than it is today, or you see as it is today?
If the name, I believe that if all the names were there originally like it was, it would have gone places, but then you'd be
Controversial.
stigmatized like
Be
they
controversial.
suggested. You understand me? It would be that ghetto anthem. This your man you say that the song there, and you understand me? And
Right.
so I believe they were right as it opposed to that. So let it do what it needs to do by itself in divine time. You understand me? So it might not get the exposure that I expected it to get, or reach the mass, the vast crowd that you
Right.
wanted to reach at
Right.
that given time, but it still has room, because it's still potent. The message is still
Yeah, it's definitely a
or even
positive
in
song.
today's society, what is
Mm,
going on. And I just think the youths now, yeah.
correct. All right, let's get into this next song right now.
Which one is that one?
Oh,
Oh,
baby, love.
Baby Mother by Aisha Blender.
Why are you
are
crying?
you crying
Baby,
on
Yes,
your
people, Aisha Blender.
own?
Song entitled Baby Mother. Reggae dancehall
Baby
artist.
mother,
oh baby mother, why are you crying? Did your man leave you on your own to raise the children? was just a little girl. Everywhere young mother struggles every day, trying to raise good children when the fathers ran away. Oh, baby mother, why are you crying? Did your man leave you on your own to raise the children?
Beautiful song, I tell the people, Baby Mother. From reggae dancer artist Isha Blender.
To make them your own.
Check out the music on YouTube, people. Check it out, Isha Blender.
So fast, can't they wait a little while? Shouldn't rush to be a mommy. Take your time, mommy, climb a mile. See that young girl standing there, 3 kids crying at home. She wanted so bad to be a mom. No, she's leaving them all alone. Oh, baby mother,
Mother,
are you
I
crying? Did your man leave you?
leave you.
Oh, raise the children,
Children.
protect them, give your lives away, make them your own. Oh, baby mother, why are you crying? Did your man leave you?
Big up all the single parents, them, yeah? If you're a single mother, a single father, large up, enough love and respect to you.
Yes, blessings, blessings to you.
Do you think you need a baby to be a grown woman? What you need is experience to make the right decision. Stay in school and dance your mind, find out what you wanna.
We encourage you guys to check her out on all the music platform, Isha Blender.
Maybe then you'll be ready. Oh, baby mother, why are you crying? Did your man leave you on your own to raise the children?
Yes, indeed, baby mama. Isha Blender. Is this
Yes.
personal?
Uh, yes. When I was going to high school, a friend of mine got pregnant
Mm,
and she was 15. And
mm.
the boy she was dating at that time, her ex-best friend, he actually broke up with her.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. Wow, wow. That is definitely something else. Wow,
Beautiful
wow.
girl, smart girl. So that's why I was smiling because I remember we were sitting at the front cafeteria there, and she's on Facebook too. If you're listening, she knows herself, and yeah, and
She,
that's
she,
where that came from.
she's an artist as well. Does she write music as well?
Nah, she was
Gotcha.
my best friend in high school. Very pretty girl. Very pretty girl.
Wow, wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow. All
very pretty
right,
girl.
all right. Let's get into this next song. This song, let me see. It was entitled "Joy." All right, let's see. Let's see what some joy. What
Oh,
joy what for the people. Let's get into this right there, y'all.
I love that one.
Yes, people. Joy. This song entitled "Joy" by Isha Blender.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna say you're in the vibes with King Rocco, HD.
my
Big bad demonstration.
baby.
King Rocco step out in bush to the bone. Don't worry about nothing cause him
You
out free
bring
man.
me
Got the big side of it.
joy.
So much joy
Joy. Never
every
experience
day, every night, all the time.
joy. Never.
You bring me joy. Wow.
Oh, you bring me joy. My one true love. Wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind. Visualize your face with
Visualize your
that
But that smile keeps me pushing when I'm hungry.
You're my inspiration, you're my pride, you're my reason for being. Everything I do,
Everything I do,
UVC Radio. You bring me joy, so much
so
joy.
much joy.
Beautiful vocals, people. Listen up, listen up.
Every day, every night, all the time. Never experienced love so true.
God gave me purpose of life when you were conceived. You brought hope into my life. The best thing ever happened to me. I'll protect.
Ain't she some beautiful people? Listen, listen.
You stole my heart, you bring me joy, so much joy. You bring me joy, every day, every night,
Every night, all the
joy. Never
time. Never
experienced
experienced love so true.
joy. My one
It's all about love and joy.
deep
Especially from the one and only.
extraordinary love, and natural like a breeze. The mama earth, be vibrant just like you are.
Whoa. Aisha, tell us about this song.
Scratcho.
This one
It's
sounds a
scratch.
lot personal.
Scratch right there.
Eh, talk to us.
Yes.
Is this song one of the relationship experience? Talk to us about that.
That song was written for my daughter,
Oh, beautiful, beautiful,
but it was
beautiful. You
written in the
joy.
format
Wow.
like, so if I go to church and you're a Christian, you could change the name and you could talk about the Most High. So it was written in that form, like I'm giving thanks to God, but giving thanks for my daughter in the
Man, it's
midst
a
of all of
beautiful
that.
song. I love the lyrics.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. All right, Aisha, let's get
Thank
into the
you.
next one right now with the man himself as well, too. All right? Let's get into this.
Oh.
Ding ding, ding ding. Oh
Yeah, people, daughter and father.
yeah. Ding ding, ding ding.
Aisha Blender featuring Everton Blender.
It is plain for eyes to see the things that are happening today. Riches have been
UVC
risen more
Radio.
than freed from poverty. Why who have everything they need always look so sad to me. That means happiness is not vanity, it's something internally. Don't be used by the society. It's only a front end they play at it. Don't be fooled by the majority. Want to lead you in their one way. They traveled far to foreign lands, even sailed the seven seas.
This is Major Mackerel live
But
and
it
direct
looks
from
as
Kingston,
if they're feeling
Jamaica. And I
more
am
pressure
listening to
than
UVC.
now the inches of your money, now the ounces of your honey. Your hands and nature disagree. Can't you see? Can't you see? You need the words of His Majesty.
But not the inches of your money, not the ounces of your honey. Your hands and nature disagree.
Listen up, listen up, listen up, peeps.
Can't you see? Can't you see? You need the words of His Majesty. Don't be used. Please don't be fooled.
Don't
family.
you be, don't be fooled.
Society, it's only a front game they play. Don't be used by the majority. Want to lead you in the wrong way. Not everything shine is silver. Is gold. Not everything you read in the paper.
I love it. I love it, y'all. I love it.
Thank you.
Don't
Wow.
be please don't be fools. Don't be fooled by this
By the
society.
society.
Yeah. Get a youth, be wise, be strong, get a you, keep your mind focused, don't get distracted. In this time, you have to be firm like the rock at Gibraltar, da da. Keep your eyes on the price, no sell out, no drug out, no be no waste man, da da.
Wow.
Hey, so don't be fooled. Please don't be you.
Wow, people, this song is so touching. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
By the society, it's only a front game they play. Don't
You know that song there, people? You just have all the meds when you hear them song there. You know what I mean? You just have all the positive meds.
play.
True.
Don't
Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful lyrics. Aisha, walk us through
Thank
this one.
you. Huh?
Walk us through this song here. I mean, a collaboration with you
So
and your dad.
that song originally was done by my dad in, I think, 1994, 93.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that it's called, so his version is called Jacket and Tie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's such a powerful song where
Tell me about it, man.
people don't pay attention to the lyrics. And I'm like, because he has so much songs, and I think they just clever people and they're like, and they only pay up to, oh, this song, that song. It's like, yo. So I said, when I was working on my EP, let me redo this one, and then I add my own little twist to it and add a third verse to it, and that was it. But I wanted to slow it down so they can listen to it and pay attention to the words.
Well, from what I've seen in that song, is reggae, but you do like a little crossover, some like rapping it as well, a
Yes,
little hip hop to
that's what I want to do. that,
it.
that was the intention. While
Oh,
slowing it down so they could really listen, just hear where the man is saying, oh, hear what we are.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, let's get into this next one here right now as well too.
Let me see what he's working now.
when me turn around and look, me see family enough.
I wish by Aisha Blender.
I miss you, my baby. Can a mother tender care cease to
It's
water?
to all the
I guess I'm at it again. When me turn around
when
and
we
look, me
turn around and look, we see family enough.
miss you, my
No.
baby. Can a mother tender care cease towards the child she bears? 8 months and 3 days was no easy task, but I choose the path of life and love. 7 months were like yesterday, yesterday. No less, only to hold you,
Check out on YouTube, people. Aisha Blender.
heard you cry. Our feet
Our
upon
feet upon my chest, no.
my flesh, blood of my blood, you respond to a piece of blood. Only God can.
Only God can make me
I guess I'm
whole.
at it again. When me turn around, I look, me
Turn
see
around and look, we see family enough.
I miss you,
No.
my baby. My wish was to hold you in my arms, take you for a walk, sing a lullaby. My wish was to see you right from day to day. I wish, I wish, I wish you could turn back the hands of time. They might forget you, but I'll always remember thee. They'll forget you, but I'll always remember thee.
I Wish by Isha Blender.
You in my arms, take you for a walk, sing a lullaby. My wish was to see you play from day to day. I wish you could turn.
Yes, indeed. Aisha, talk to us about this song here.
So that song, I had a son who passed away 4 years ago.
Oh, dear. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so 8 months and 3 days, that's how long I carried him for. He lived for 7 months, and so 7 months was like yesterday, you know? And so that was
Right.
one of the easiest song I've ever written. Like one of the easiest song I've ever written because I've never got to hold him because he lived in an incubator for all his life, you know?
Wow.
And so when I hold him, the only time I get to hold him was when he died, and I says, "Can I at least touch him now?" You know, and I
Oh,
hold the
dear.
corpse in my hand,
Wow.
and that's how that song came. My wish was the first few lines. My wish was to hold you in my arms, take you for a walk, sing a lullaby, and that was it.
Wow.
And so it was like a lullaby to him. But then I said, I want other people to hear about this. And I think, I'm happy when I did that because I think out of all my songs, that was the most outpouring messages I've ever gotten from both men and women
Right.
and I've made a lot of cool friends, online, I just had a girl who sent me her baby just last week because she had a baby who died. And she said, God finally gave him back to me. And she shared him with me. And I'm a godmother. Blessings, blessings, Lachey, if
Oh,
you're
wow.
watching.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it's like, yeah, and
Amazing.
yeah, I've gotten so much stories of, that song impact other people, because they want to talk about it, but nobody wants to come. And I'm like, that's my story. And I'm telling you, that's what I wished for, and I'm sure other people had wished, there's so much that you want to do with your
Right.
one,
Right.
and it doesn't have to be a child either. Even a lady reaches out to me, Yvette, blessings, I think she's watching. She works in a radio station, and her mother, that song reminded her of her mom when her mom died, and she said, I just wish I could, and I'm proud that I get to tell my truth, and then the support I got or the stories I got, it's like you're not alone. People go through this too.
Right. 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 Wow. Definitely, it's truly amazing, Aisha. Let's get into our next song right
Yeah.
now. All right. Let's get into this next song.
You got a lot of song.
I certainly do. I certainly do.
I
Uh,
like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I certainly do. Well, let's see
I
what's
like
going on.
it.
My
Don't
my my.
mind my Facebook. My allergies kicking my butt. I've tried my best.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on. In my bloody keyboard decided to stick with me. All right.
It's okay. We're here. We're here just vibing, just vibing.
Yeah.
And for those, I can't see who is here. How many people you got over there?
I need to look at it just though. I need to look just. My keyboard kind of sticking on me. Oh my golly! Oh damn!
Yeah, I tell you, technology. Technology.
Oh
I
boy,
try to
technology.
tell us every step of the way.
Oh yeah, certainly, certainly. Oh God, yeah, people, Facebook, y'all don't tell me this right now. Let me tell you what's going on here right now. My shift key and the escape key basically decided to stick in me. Oh my golly, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get this in sorted. All right, we definitely gonna get this sorted out.
My dad would
Let's.
say, yeah, that's why me now leave analog. But who know in this pro tool business, analog will never fail. So he would have a fit right now because if you tell him that this thing go fail.
Yeah. All right, let me. Let me see this keyboard here now. All right. All right, keyboard. Let me see what's going on with you now. All right.
And everyone who's still here, thank you. Go
All
stream the
right,
music on YouTube and on
yeah,
Spotify. What else?
yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to the
And
listeners
follow
in
me
the group.
over Instagram.
Yeah,
ISHABLENDER.
right.
Instagram. On Facebook, it's the same thing. YouTube, just type it in.
Same thing. All right.
Same thing.
Unfortunately, let me see. I think I may need to restart here. We got about 15 minutes or
Oh,
20 minutes or so. Yeah, so
oh,
hang tight with this.
Josh.
Yeah, I just need to restart quickly. I'll be with you in 2 minutes. Oh my
I
god.
don't mind. I don't mind. I'm here.
All right, sure, I'll be with you. My keyboard decided to play up with me. Oh my golly.
Uh-uh. But if
My
anyone have
keyboard.
any question in particular that they want to ask, any specific question, I'm game in the meantime.
Yeah. All right.
That could be
All right.
nosy. I'll
Yeah.
answer.
You hang tight. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll be with you in a minute.